3 reasons why Gautam Gambhir is India's greatest T20I coach after 2026 World Cup. Gautam Gambhir had taken over a tough job as Team India's head coach after Rahul Dravid's successful tenure, with the task of taking the side to new heights. In a role where pressure and expectations are possibly the highest, with even the tiniest mistake or slip-up amplified, the former player was constantly under the microscope by the fans and pundits, with each of his moves being scrutinized. While Gautam Gambhir may not have ever taken off as a red ball coach and his grip on the ODI side may be slipping, but an EA where he has been largely spotless is the T20I team. Appointed as head coach after his successful stints with the Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, and the Kolkata Knight Riders, KKR, in the Indian Premier League, IPL, the former player was able to impart his vision, culminating in a historic third T20 World Cup title for the team. Gautam Gambhir has managed to carve a legacy for himself with back-to-back ICC titles in the form of the Champions Trophy 2025 and the T20 World Cup 2026. The way India have executed their brand of cricket and catered to the expectations of the home crowd certainly makes the T20 World Cup 2026 his biggest achievement so far as a coach. With Gambhir matching up to his predecessors and potentially even surpassing them, let us take a look at the 3 reasons why he is India's greatest T20I coach after the 2026 World Cup. If there was an Indian coach who tried to mold a new targeted approach for T20 cricket, it was Rahul Dravid, with Rohit Sharma's influence as captain playing a massive role. While several expected Gautam Gambhir to carry the baton after the T20 World Cup 2024 victory, the expectation was to maintain it. However, the new coach used the foundation to improve on an already successful model. Gautam Gambhir completely modernized and switched gears of India's T20I approach at a pace where none of the opponents could match it, prioritizing impact over everything else with defined roles and flexible batting order when situation demands it have now become a regular routine just because of how much Gambhir has stressed upon it and made the players familiar with it. The improved strike rates and how much the obsession with milestones has faded among the players of the team are a massive sign of how much of an impact Gambhir has had. The effortless fashion in which the coach used the foundations of his predecessors and set his own values and cultures on the team, while delivering results along the way, deserves massive credit. If the T20I team under Rahul Dravid were an intimidating force to be reckoned with, it has now evolved into a ruthless juggernaut that does damage way beyond intimidation. Gautam Gambhir had the easy option of taking over an already formidable team from Rahul Dravid and replacing the retired players with literally the next options in the pipeline to begin the transition. However, the coach's decision to back Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma as a pair when almost the majority predicted Shubman Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal to take over was a call that made a massive difference. Similarly, to revive Varun Chakravarti's career and make him the frontline spinner of the T20I side over the likes of Kuldeep Yadav and Ravi Bishnoi, among others, was yet another decision that proved to be a masterstroke. Entrusting Shivam Dube as a bowler to add another dynamic to the team and testing out Tilak Varma at null. 3 are also some of the calls that led to India's dominant run in the format over the last 2 years. Another underrated aspect of Gautam Gambhir's coaching tenure has been the willingness to experiment and pull the plug after making mistakes. Shubman Gill was tried and tested out, but he was dropped right before the World Cup campaign, and the situation was amended by Ishan Kishan's deserved call-up. The team's radical decision to switch up their batting order midway through the World Cup is another instance where mistakes have been rightly identified and immediately rectified. While there is nothing new with India being strong favorites in T20 World Cups over the years, the 2026 edition might have been the first time where they were the obvious choice. The carnage that the 2026 batch has regularly produced over the last 2 years makes a serious case for them to be the greatest T20 side of all time. Taking the team to new heights is one thing, but the way Gautam Gambhir has molded this side, there is room for a dynasty in the coming years, and even more potential than what has already been showcased. While India's 2022 and 2024 sides were quite formidable, there is an element of fear associated with the current outfit that the opponents are yet to overcome. A large portion of the credit does go to the players for their talent, skill, and execution, but Gautam Gambhir also deserves a fair share of credit for bringing the best out in them with the right processes and values. Follow IPL Auction 2025 live updates, news and biddings at Sportskeeda. Get the fastest updates on Mega Auction and cricket news, quick links.